Ashton Daniels, the savior at Auburn? Maybe, maybe not. I will say the offense was led down the field like 4 times in a row for at least field goal opportunities. The defense played outstanding in the second half of this game for sure. But I do want to say that I saw a little bit of life. For the first time in this Auburn offense, early on, it was happening again. First drive, amazing. You script out the first 10, 20 plays of the game. Those looked great. And then once we had to dive into, working off, just your brain, right? Then Jackson Arnold started to really get uncomfortable and things started to go downhill. But when Ashton Daniels was in the game, he is just a good improviser at times. They also ran the football really well. But this is a play that I wanted to show you. We're going to be running this little post route down the field with Eric Singleton. Now, we see how this deep safety kind of bites up. Let me change my screen a little bit so you guys can see it just a little bit more. Well, that safety is playing so far up that they kind of give us this post down the field to Eric Singleton. Again, first thing that we read on this play is that safety. First step is up. He stays tight in line. And then again, allows that post to keep in one-on-one. Now, he gives his guy a shot. Jackson Arnold didn't really throw these too often. Sometimes he would throw them to Cam Coleman. Don't get me wrong. But we wouldn't see Eric Singleton get down the field. We wouldn't see anyone get down the field. And Eric Singleton makes one hell of a grab. This is why you add him to your team, because he can get down the field. He can make big time catches. He's got crazy speed. Why have we not utilized this speed factor of Eric Singleton yet? Because we couldn't move the ball down the field. Ashton Daniels at least gave us an opportunity, a shot, a chance to move the ball down the field. Now, am I sitting here saying that he's the answer? I don't know yet. I really don't. But I will say I am a lot happier with the offense with him in than Jackson. No offense to Jackson, but I felt like we actually could move the ball. And that's all I want to see. Okay, so we're going to break down the film. Probably a lot of defense because they played amazing. 3 turnovers. Yeah. RaShaun Pleasant. We had 4 turnovers, actually. We had Ken Lee had one, and Xavier Atkins had one as well. So we're going to break down this film really quickly. Comment down below P2 if you want a full breakdown of maybe Ashton Daniels. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And honestly, let's dive right into the video. Alright, let's just start off with the defense right here. Xavier Atkins, man, he does such a good job. They're going to fake a handoff to the left side. Keep it with Taylor Green. A really good, improvising quarterback, especially on his legs. Xavier Atkins is a heat-seeking missile that is going to be a very good player on Sundays, at least in my opinion. I think he could be a second-round pick. I really do, because of his instincts. Now, look at his ability to read, react, and attack to the play. Again, they're going to pull the tight end or pull this back from left to right. They're going to fake the handoff up the middle, and they're going to keep this thing to the outside. His eyes are always on the football, always trying to see where the ball is going. Once he sees the quarterback, keep it, boom, like a heat-seeking missile. Gets a big-time play. I believe they called this a sack. I don't know if it is, to be honest. But either way, what a play by Xavier Atkins. Get this man to the league. He's well on his way. Now, this is actually back when Jackson was in the game. Again, the first 2 drives, really good. Drove down the field to get a touchdown. Drove down the field to get a field goal, right? And then, out of nowhere, it just sucks. And we did have another drive where we drove down. He just threw a really bad interception. Sucks, but it is what it is. Right now, I love this play call because the first thing that we notice, guys, is look at this. They're coming on 1 high safety look. When do you ever see 1 high safety versus Auburn and Cam Coleman? You don't. So when you do, you tend to just throw the ball up there. And this is what we call a yes-no read. And at this point of the play, Jackson knows where he's going with the ball. I guarantee you right now, he knows he's lofting this thing up to Cam Coleman. We're going to, boom, play fake, lob. Now, I will say, this is really pretty good placement by Jackson Arnold. Unbelievable catch. But once that DB turns his back away from the quarterback, he doesn't know when, if, or where that ball is ever coming from or going to. So when you throw that back shoulder, it gives your wide receiver time to kind of readjust. Well, the DB still just has no idea where the ball is going to be. And also, by the way, how is that not a penalty? How is this not a penalty? Can we please be honest? I mean, he's holding him the entire time. We're still getting dogged by the refs. Yeah, we got a W. But man, come on. Let's see. Is there a close-up? Okay. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. What a grab. Hopefully Cam Coleman's okay. I know he's tried to play a little bit here and there. Was able to push off, but I really just pray that he's 100% soon. Also, massive shout out to Alex McPherson, man. I mean, he had a bad game last week. I was at the game. People were calling for him to be benched and be gone. Right? They felt bad for him, but he was not a good kicker. Nah, he proved everyone wrong this week, man. Had, 5 field goals? So good. Now, right here, this is a really good play by RaShaun Pleasant towards the bottom side of our screen here. It's going to be tough to see, but he actually gets beat on an inside release go initially. But the problem with this play is they have 2 routes kind of going in the same direction here. So Pleasant gets his head back around to the football, jumps the out, easy interception. That's his 2nd of the game. Also, guys, make sure you do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It is free. Doesn't cost anything. Like I said, we got you guys covered with Auburn videos all year. Hopefully, we can continue to win. And I hope ASHTON Daniels is the star next week. I just felt a little bit better with him in there. And, yeah, comment down below P2 if you want more of these videos. I want to do a full ASHTON Daniels breakdown. I know it was only one half of football, but I want to see how he did in this game, like watching the all 22 coaches film. So I might do that. Good pick there by RaShaun Pleasant. Couple of big plays by him. 2 picks, a pick 6 obviously, and then a big kick return as well. So Pleasant, big game, MVP, at least in my books, him or McPherson. Another play by Xavier Atkins here. Now, as they drop back, you see Atkins kind of sitting over the middle of the field, right? They end up finding this 2nd level wide receiver. Now, look at Xavier. I mean, does such a good job. He's such a good read and react linebacker, and that's what NFL teams are looking for. So his eyes are always on the quarterback. Once the ball is out, he attacks, and look at this. You see his arm kind of load up for the punch on the football. Ball comes loose. Sylvester Smith is there to clean it up. Again, he is an NFL player every single week, man. I mean, I'm stoked. I really, really pray that Hugh can make this work because the recruiting is really good right now. The recruiting is amazing. We're bringing in guys that are NFL players, and I haven't seen that in a long time for Auburn, at least consistently, right? They've got a bunch right now on this football team, a bunch. And I really want to work with Hugh because he's got a good eye for talent. Just got to put it together on the offensive end, and this team's golden. Here's the other big play by Rashawn Slater. We're going to be in, kind of a cloud flat coverage. So we're going to jam and release, look at the quarterback. You see how we're not chasing down. We're just looking at the eyes of the quarterback. We know because it's 3rd and short, 3rd and 6 maybe. They might try to get something quick. Obviously, they're going to send this down the sideline. The quarterback should be reading Pleasant at this point. And I feel like he does a bad job because he's looking at the quarterback. This is zone coverage all day long. His read should have been that go ball, right, towards the bottom of our screen. Quick, like right now, put it out there towards the sideline on a laser, on a rope. But makes the wrong read, and RaShaun Pleasant gets it and takes it back for a touchdown. You got a blindside block over there. Love it. Great job by the defense. They look so good in this game, man. In the second half. In the second half, they looked amazing. So credit to DJ Durkin and the defense and forcing turnovers. I feel like they haven't done a great job of that this year, but this game, perfect. I did want to pose the question to you guys. Do you think ASHTON Daniels is the answer? Should he be the starter next week? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I think he looked better. The offense was more efficient. We actually moved the ball a little bit. And not that Jackson was turnover happy because he only turned it over twice. 2 interceptions compared to what we saw last year. But I just thought ASHTON Daniels was able to move the football. Wasn't scared to throw the ball down the field in one-on-one coverage. And I'm happy. I'm happy about the way it looked with him in the game. I think they had like three drives down the field getting points. 4, maybe 4. I don't even... Looked a lot better, man. That's all I can really say. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.